Hey, Coach. Good morning. Hope your holiday was good. I wanted to ask you about Christian Wilkins and just kind of the season he's put together here in his third year, and mostly about when I watch him, it seems like he has multiple ways that he can win in both the run game and pass rush game. And if that's the case, I wanted to ask you how much easier that makes your job when you have a guy that can be so flexible in so many ways and successful in all those different ways.
Yeah, I think credit to Christian. His versatility and how he's developed there has definitely helped us as a defense. And he can fill multiple roles. And I would say his willingness to do whatever role is asked of him is what's awesome. It's not he never second guesses anything we're asking him to do. He goes full speed, and he's has a real focus on the technique and fundamentals. I think that's where he's made his biggest strides. And hopefully, we can have a good one with him on Sunday.
Barry?
Hi, Austin. I know we've talked about Rayquan a lot this year. He obviously played well during the win streak. I had two things to ask you about him. How did he play Sunday, and how far is he to this point from the player that you believe he can be?
Yeah, I think, not just specifically to Rayquan Sunday, I think as a front, we didn't play well enough to win Sunday. And we know that, and we got to be better. And I think a lot of it starts with our technique and fundamentals, specifically our footwork, our pad level, and our eye discipline. And, I think for Rayquan specifically, I think he's got much more room to grow. I definitely believe that. And, we're just focused on trying to get better than we were last week and be ready to go on Sunday against New England.
As a run defender at this point, Austin, you would say Rayquan is what? Pretty good, decent, well above average, average? What would you say of how he is as a run defender?
Yeah, I would say Rayquan is doing, what we're asking him to do in the run game. I'd say he's physical, and as far as an assessment on what he's done the whole year, what he's done throughout his career, I haven't gone back and watched every snap of what he's done this year. There'll definitely be a time for that next week, but we're just focused on getting him better this week and being ready to go against New England.
Thanks.
Yep.
David?
Hey, Coach. Yeah, you may have partially answered my question that I had for you already, but was there something in particular that you came away disappointed with when reviewing the tape of a game where the defense surrendered 198 on the ground?
Yeah, I would say as a group, our pad level and our eye discipline and I told the guys this after the game, just everybody out there trying to make a play as opposed to executing the man they're aligned on, the technique we're asking them to do and playing their gap. And, a phrase I use to the guys, I told them, and is you guys are trying to do the right things for the wrong reasons. Everybody's trying to make a freaking play, but that's not your job within the scheme. And we're focused on trying to correct that and get ready to go on Sunday.
Barry?
Hi, Austin. I want to ask you something I asked Josh Boyer as well. For a long time here, long before you arrived, there was a question about whether the Dolphins line, offensively or defensively in your case, could hold up against big physical playoff teams. We saw the line play extremely well during the winning streak. We also saw the line struggle against the run. Buffalo finale last year, Buffalo this year, Tennessee on Sunday. So do you look at it as our defensive line is good enough and physical enough, and those are just steps? Or do you look at it as we need to be better and a more physical defensive front to compete with NFL playoff teams?
I missed the whole second part of what you said there, Barry. What was the question at the end? Sorry.
Sure. I'm so sorry to bore everyone on the call because it was a long one. There have been questions for years about whether the Dolphins' defensive front, you could say about the offensive line too, but we're speaking defensively, can hold up stopping the run against big physical offensive lines, playoff teams. You had trouble doing it last year in Buffalo, this year against Buffalo, Sunday against Tennessee, but you also played well in a heck of a lot of games this year. So in your mind, is a defensive front big enough, physical enough, strong enough, effective enough against the run where you are happy with the play this year? Do you look at those games as blips, or do you say we're not good enough defensively from a physical in that regard?
Yeah, I would say first off, the first part of your question, I would say, look, we're focused on this year, and we're focused game by game, week by week. We're focused on New England. I would say anytime we lose, it's not good enough up front. You know, that's our mindset. That's how I coach these guys, and that's what I believe in. And Sunday, we didn't win the line of scrimmage, and if we don't do that effectively, we're not going to win. And that's at any level of football. If I was coaching, you know, high school ball, or when I was coaching college, that's the name of the game. And I would say for us, that's the challenge every week on every snap, specifically starting with the run. And that's where it starts. And, you know, we hope to be better on Sunday, and that's what we're working towards, man.